got a couple of upgrades I've been wanting to install. I've got a new motherboard right here. And I also have the Dual Z Axis upgrade for the Ender 3. I have the Ender 3 Pro. So there's quite a few things I need to like tinker on for today. I have, what do I got? I have to relocate the AC. Damn. Okay, that's going to be a lot. It's all assembled. Double screw rod. There's not that much instructions here I'm going off of. Okay. Hey, you still want beagles? Me too. That'd be nice. Alright, that's the relocation bracket. We need one. One looks like spacers. So that's most likely in here. It looks like these. I wasn't sure if you were just misspelling bagels at first, or if it was really beagles. How are you doing today? Okay. Wow, this is way more in depth than I was expecting. Interesting. So we gotta take out, it looks like 2 spacers. The bracket looks like this. Right there, right? 8. Paint by numbers over here, I guess. Okay, here's the motor. Pretty nice. Ooh, little debris. So this is going to be a dual motor. Looks like I also will be needing this. Looks like it screws into this. Maybe right here? Looks like you placed it in that. I want the puppy. The puppy! I just wish there was a little bit more instructions here. That's quite confusing. Also, like, what do I need to do first? What's the first course of action? It's connect the 3 M540. I want bagels too. I got you some. I got you some. Don't worry. There's three instructions on this entire thing. But there's 70 pieces. That's good. M5? Oh yeah, I can 100% make that out. That says M5, right? Or does that say M5? Nope. It's Chinese. Good. What the fuck? Why are they all labeled in Chinese? Socket cap screws. Yes. Install the assembled So one is assemble the double screw kit. Then two is install it. That's the only things. So it's not exactly in-depth instructions. It's also a pretty old model, so it's like, you know, brutal. Okay, let's center that a bit. All right. Maybe we could do the top piece first. It does have one and two there. So that would be this way. And then towards this side have I can't tell if it's these screws. Two. They're not labeled in one and two and eight, 2 through 8. They're just labeled 4x20 interval hexagon. What's up, Nandado? Yeah, see, it's not labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So it makes no sense to even label them that way. 4x20 screws. Okay. It does look like maybe that is the one that I need. Can you eat beagles? You can. It might be frowned upon, but you could. If you truly wanted it. If you really were aiming for it, you could. Okay. Do we need to have it on this yet? No, right? We can assemble it off of it. Okay. Wait, that's not gonna reach. Are we certain that it's this one? Yeah, they're both the exact same, actually. You have a question? Yeah, what's up? The closest to an unboxing, true. We'll get this, yeah. Are there a different amount of each type of screw? Yeah, there are. There's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 8. So that's probably how I'm supposed to differentiate them. No. Yeah, we'll just use this one. What size is it actually? I can't even see. Okay, that is the right size. Which way? Okay, this way. This guy's been trying to boss me around, being an asshole the whole time. Should I drop kick him? I'm at work, so it wouldn't be professional. uh, I can't say yes, but it would be pretty funny. It would be epic in Poggers. Make sure you recorded it and upload it to WorldStar. Not financial advice. Which way do I need it rotated? It looks like straight on. That's probably good. Hey, Fred, what's up? Okay, so I think that's the right way. Let's get the other side. Then play victim. Facts. Say it was self-defense. I wish I could play music. I'm using my phone though. I've never used my phone for this, for streaming before. Just wanted to tinker around a little bit. Hey, Romeo, what's up? We're trying to upgrade our 3D printer. We have a pretty serious upgrade. Because with the new extruder that I have, I'll show you actually. So I know the wiring looks a bit of a mess because it is. I'm going to fix that probably today. Um, if you look at this extruder head right here, this is a hotter hot end than was on it, but it is also heavier. The original extruder is pretty tiny and not very powerful, but we upgraded to a direct drive, and it's much better, but it is heavier, and that puts more stress on the Z-axis. So what I'm doing here is I'm upgrading it from a single axis, which it is right now, which it's got its motor for its Z-axis is, so the Z-axis motor is right here. We are adding another one right here on the other side. So it evens out the pressure that's distributed, and also it moves slightly faster and more, what would you like, more fluidly. So it's a pretty decent upgrade. And then also we have this Big Tree S3SK R, something like that. It's a new motherboard for it. Sorry, I don't have any on me. Where did that other screw go? Oh, it's right there. Another motherboard is really good because in the original it has very loud steppers, and this allows it to move more fluidly. Figured I'd just vibe out with you guys and talk and chill for the rest of the day. It's been a little bit of editing, a little bit of just relaxing today, and I just was kind of in the mood. Hope everybody's doing well. I know this is definitely a lot different than what I'm used to. What you're used to from me as well. This is also like such an old board that it's kind of hard to get certain things for it. Okay, so it looks like this is a duplicate that we may not need. We only might need one. Oh wait, I didn't even notice this. I can just kind of copy some of the stuff that's already on it. This is a Creality direct upgrade from the website. The problem with Creality though is that um they don't support their stuff very much. That's the issue. So yesterday I had to go um to Micro Center and get a Pi, and the Raspberry Pi is going to allow me to um have the brains of the computer on the go. You can completely control it from anywhere in the world. Okay. That's the controller. So this allows me internet access onto it right here. This and then the Pi I can connect directly. I do have a dog That is a Shorky? What's the Shorky? And she's a puppy. I guess counts. That counts. Okay. Maybe. Maybe we have to tighten it or something. Possibly. Oh, that feels. It's tightening. Hey, there we go. And then it's just not tight enough. I need something that I can get a better leverage with. What size are you? Nope, smaller than that. Right here. Nope, smaller than that even. Damn. These things take so much tinkering with. So I can from Walmart. Yeah, I will be doing that. Okay. There we go. All right, that's tight. I wish there's a way to play music. All right, so how do I get that to stay up there? I don't know on that. All right. Looks like we need this piece now. And it goes down. There might be a way to play music on here. Retouch, mute, flip, lighting, create highlight, retouch. Playables, marketplace, pin to live stream. No, I don't want to sell people anything. That'd be weird. I feel like the only way to do it is to just play music on my own. I just don't have another device right now set up that I can do that. But like, why are we waiting so long to even talk about relocating? I don't have a speaker around me, and also I'm using the only device that can connect to a speaker. Sing for you guys. I have the worst singing voice ever. 4. I'm assuming that it attaches to... Okay, let's move this off the table because we don't need it yet. Let's take this out the box. The box is taking up too much space. Everything's out of the box. I just don't want to bore people too much. Well, me just tinkering. Okay, so... looks... Okay, that's the other side. This is this side. We want this pointing out. Yeah, why is it not prompting me to relocate this earlier? Because the only other thing that I can even do is... connect the 3M540 screws. Okay, these are 4/6 screws. Four, 6. Okay, this is with this. 4 of these need to go with this as well. Hey, Juice, what's up? Yeah, we're trying to upgrade our printer. I got a few new upgrades. I got a Raspberry Pi yesterday. Right here. Here's my little Pi. I got a little enclosure, fan set up. This is gonna run custom modded firmware. It's called Clipper. It's a pretty fun little tinkering sesh. Wouldn't it be smart to relocate it ASAP? Yeah, exactly. I feel like this just needs to move as soon as possible. Right? Because there's only 2 screws, I think. I actually don't know if it's just 2 screws, but we'll see. Just cleaning up the house? Nice. I figured I was vibing already. If somebody had advice for me, it's too awkward. I like mine. If somebody had advice for me, it would be cool. Also, just vibes. It's funny that it gives almost no instructions for relocating this. I hope it's just simple move. Okay, so these are going to go over here for that. Looks like I just take off the Star Fox. I got some advice for you, Star Fox. Did I not need to remove that? Doesn't give me much instructions for removing it. Shows those screws still in. Might not need to remove that. How is it removed? Is this it? That might be it. 1 second, I can't read the comments yet. Smaller. Why are there so many different hex keys. This is the 4th different hex key. It's an in-between that I don't have for either of these them. No. Nope. You kidding me? Doesn't even come with one either. That's an in-between. How do I jerry-rig this out? I don't have every tool. Gosh darn. I hate when they do that. There's been a few parts in this that they've done that. You should get a whole Rumforth giant 3D printer and then 3D print myself. I was thinking about it. So I can probably give insight. Yeah, thank you. Why? Why do you do this to me? I have every single different size except for this one. How can I rig it? Fill the space with a flathead to twist it the dumbass way to do anything. Nope. It's one of those hand twist ones too. It's just way too tightly on there. That is the one. There's two, actually. Oh, of course, the bottom one is... The bottom one is the right size. Why? They're different sizes. You gotta be kidding me with that. That came right out. Gotta love manufacturing of cheap parts. Right here, the stupid thing is just manufactured slightly off. this, the exact same piece, is fine. Of course. Of course. Like, it's the same one right here. Fits fine. Come on. It's not even stripping it. It's just not going in. I have the right one for the piece right here is the same piece. Fits fine. Same exact piece right here. They're twins. But this one's manufactured slightly more snug. And I have the two ones beside each other, and they're just slightly too big and too small. Oh my god, it's so tight. I had a feeling this would happen. This happened before as well. Let's see if I got anything else. I've got a big set of tools. Let's see if it's got anything for this. Ooh, that's close. Yeah, it's like right in between. I tried to use that in a flathead and it didn't work. Let's see if I can get this to work. Damn it. Nope. I don't want to strip it. Now I'm replacing it. It's getting replaced by these two screws, so I'm like not that scared of like stripping it, but I just want to make sure I can get it off. Let's try. Oh, do I have a smaller one? I don't. It doesn't come with any tools. No. Of course it doesn't. But this would have been part of the Ender 3 because it's upgrading. What about? No, it doesn't fit on its own. No. What if I grab a piece of plastic and then put the smaller one through it? No, it just breaks right through. It's so close. What about a piece of rubber? Nope. I don't need it to stay. Fuck. I don't know what to do. That. That sucks. I can hear my mom and her friends laughing at the other side of the door. Nice. This might work. You got square bits too. Kind of an in-between size though. Oh my god, that worked. Let's freaking go! That was a nightmare. With every single project, there's been like one hiccup on everything. Like literally everything. Hype. But that's typical. I mean, that just happens with tinkering. It's fun though. Like I'm enjoying myself trying to build stuff. So I got to attach these back on. And then the hook shot shall commence. Once everything on this is finished, I'm making a Zelda hook shot. I never got to finish it. Like I started it, but it's just it was taking 4 days, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Go a little bit faster. So I was like, there's a couple upgrades that I can do. Might as well. Okay, so let's attach these screws back in. All right, there's one. These wires are a pain in the ass. You ever mess with wiring, Fluffy? This is kind of a pain in the butt. You want to know what's a really weird thing about this extruder? And this is an auto leveler right here. So there's a barb that a probe that extends down to measure the height of the bed. And this wire is, I'm forced to run it to the motherboard because this doesn't read it properly in the custom code of Klipper. I tried for days to fix it and it's just not possible. For some reason, it's just a quirk that happens with this specific model and this extruder head. But hopefully, now that I've got the upgraded motherboard, it should be able to read everything properly. I don't know, though. I have no idea. Okay, so it's looking like we are going to need oh no, we have to disassemble these. I didn't want to have to disassemble those. So, looks like this bracket goes right here, maybe? I don't have to drill holes, do I? Oh no, I don't. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, we can do this part. I used somebody else's code and just inputted all of my, my, what do you call it, my add-ons. So it was like a hodgepodge of two people's codes. And during the part where I was putting all my stuff in, I was reading all the issues that people were having with these wires being not on the right motherboard. I did once for my exam make a data cable. Nice. That's fire. Okay, so we can add, looks like these are going to the bottom. These go to the bottom. So it's not like I wrote the whole thing of code. I only wrote bits and pieces of it. I only modified it. What goes on the bottom? Okay, so it's these screws. Alright, so these screws right here go on the bottom of this. Looks like it slides in to place. Is there an end cap on them? There is. Do I have to take the end cap off? One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 of them that I need. but this mainsail operating system that I'm running on, um, which runs Clipper, which is a uh, just an engine or an operating system that runs on the Pi, and it all you have to do is insert your code, your what do you call it, your inputs for temperatures and stuff, and it finishes the code for you. It should be pretty easy to finish. Looks like there's quite a few extra pieces, so that's actually a good thing. Them 3D printers are hard to upgrade. Facts. They are. They're a pain in the balls. But I mean, this is an old printer. This is like a printer from 10 years ago. It's just I got it for free, so I couldn't say no. And I was wanting one for a long time, and my cousin was moving, and he was like, "Hey, you want this?" Like, I'm not bringing it with me, so I couldn't say no. Then for Christmas, my brother bought me some upgrades for it. And I was like, at that point, I was in too deep. And it took me until pretty much now to even start on it, just because it was so overwhelming. I'd never really worked with code since high school. Funniest thing ever. I started looking into code stuff, and I found my high school coding teacher. I can send it to you. I'm not going to be using the same code, though. I'm not writing any of the code for my new one. I actually found a workaround for it. I'm hoping that it means I can change the wiring back. And I know I'm an idiot. I used Claude to help me. I am that kind of guy. I use Claude code. It was just so much easier than writing it myself. But there's a lot more troubleshooting with Claude code because it just makes mistakes. It made as many mistakes as it did, like, uh, as it got things right, to be honest. It was pretty all over the place. How do I... Does this just pop off? Oh, it just pops off. Just a stopper. Again, it's pretty easy. Now I can just slide this. Shimmy that on in. Might need to loosen it actually. Where is it? Shimmy, shimmy. Nope, don't do that. Wait, why is it pivoting? go. That ain't going nowhere. Epic. I think that's enough space, right? Looks like it. Right there. Yes, it's perfect amount of space. Hell yeah. What fastens it to the bottom? Is there anything that fastens this one to the bottom? No, doesn't look like it. But that one has to face out. We're gonna wire in a dual. The code. This code wasn't from my code teacher, but while I was looking up code, I found my coding teacher from high school. Surprisingly, it was crazy. I found his gaming channel too. I gave him a little sub. His name is Rob. He was pretty cool. I actually liked him. He was a really good teacher. Yeah, I found out he had a gaming channel in high school and I forgot about it. He still only has like maybe 400 or 500 subscribers, but that's pretty cool that he's like in his 40s. Actually, that's only like 10 years older than me. What am I talking about? I'm Unk. Okay, so I think the next thing I do is probably that. So what I'm trying to figure out is if I do that part next or that part. So this part is what attaches that to the machine, this to the machine. It's hard to keep the view of you being able to see the stuff. So it looks like I put these in next. Are these minis? 8, 5. So 5 is M1316s. These are 540s. That's 6. So those use this. Okay. Countersunk. I might not be able to finish all of this today, but hopefully we can get most of it done. I don't know if I'm going to do all of it on stream. I'd like to get most of it done, though. That would be cool. And then is this the 316.5? Sorry, I'm keeping you guys out of the loop. So right now, it looks like, to me, it's looking like we got to do this next, so we can attach it right here. So it's attaching right here, it looks like. And it's using these countersunk screws. Okay, like that. And start it right there. Okay. 1 and 2. How high up do I put it? I would assume it depends on this height. Okay. That's gonna be a tough one. Okay, so it attaches there, and then that attaches down. Got it. I have to mount that at the very bottom, so that's gonna be a tight squeeze. I did not think about that. That's a tough angle. Of course, it's gonna be one where I need that. I have to take this whole bracket off. I did not think that far ahead. Where PSU gonna? The power supply is gonna go right here on the outside bracket. It has 2 mounting screws on the back. I hate all these different sizes. It's so stupid. So they have to be loose. That sucks. This message was held review. Many guys say same size. Facts. Why is it held in stupid shit like that? Who cares? The YouTubes be tripping. The YouTubes be tripping, bro. Don't like when it twists on me too much. If it twists too much, then it doesn't get a good fit. Yeah, I tightened it too much. Now, we put this. Mounted on the bottom. Great, it's mounted on the bottom. I need to get the height first. I wonder if anybody even still uses the Ender 3. It's a pretty dead platform. Maybe high schools still use it? Like, for public schools? I know some still use cheap 3D printers because they got to get 100 of them. But they're mostly probably getting like the 5s or stuff like that. This is literally the cheapest one you can pretty much buy. Your old school uses it? Yeah, the 3, it's like not a bad platform. It's just a beginner's platform is the thing. It's got a lot of upgradability, which allows especially kids to learn how to tinker. And this is the first time I'm really learning how to mess with wiring and stuff, besides obviously like redoing my outlets and small projects around my house. But yeah, this is like the first like proper test for me. Because it's also got a lot of troubleshooting and stuff that I need to take into account. So now we mount that, and then we mount it to those screws. Sorry, to the bracket. And of course, it is another different size. Why? This is getting absurd. Bro, who is carrying around this many tools? I'm sorry. For this kind of a project, it should be light tinkering. Yo, what's up, cuz? How you doing, brother? Damn. That's a tough spot to get out. No! You fucker. Do I have magnetic... Damn it. Whew, that was tight. It's a fun project. It's a lot of a project, though. I wasn't expecting this one tiny... This is like a tiny upgrade. It's a pretty meaningful upgrade for the device, but it's just... makes no sense why they would use so many different bits. It is so tight. Especially getting the other side, that's going to be tough. This can't move. This can't vibrate at all. Because this is what's adding the stability. So everything's got to be very, well, as precise as I can make it. Damn. I got fat fingers, and this is not something that somebody with fat fingers should be doing. I got big ass hands. This is definitely something for somebody with small hands. I figured I'd start tinkering with some of my 3D printing stuff on here because I'm going to start a show and tell on the channel every week. I'm going to try and make a cool project every week and then show it off. It could make for some cool like shorts content and stuff like that. So I figured why not? It makes sense. Also, these instructions are absolutely dog shit. I just don't have a free device at the moment. I currently have what do you call it? I currently have this. This is my phone. The only other thing I have is my computer, and I don't have speakers hooked up to it. I wish I mean, I have my headphones, but it's like I can't exactly make them play outside. And my wife is also in the other room streaming. I thought about. I just don't have anything else to play music. I should be making a game. You know what I could do? Let me go grab my Switch. It's something. It's not much, but it's something. Can you hear that? Sweet. Okay, what's next? Gotta get the other one. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, so I understand if nobody's coming in. I'm not too mad about that. I'm probably doing everything wrong. Doesn't really matter though. This is definitely my kind of swag. That is a terrible angle. Can I? That is awful noise. It's working now. And oh, come on. There we go. Tropius, what Pokemon should I print first? Should I make a life-size Eevee? I can make a life-size Eevee. I can make a half-size or quarter-size of most Pokemon, to be honest. True, it's only wrong if you think it's wrong. I don't know if I can make a Tropius because of all the tiny extra things he has on him. That might be the tough part. Because he has like the bananas and stuff and tight, small, that came out so crazy. Like really, really small gaps in things is really, like tiny gaps in things is very hard to print. It just wouldn't come out super good. Mainly the bananas and the wings. Anything with wings is tough as well, probably. Because the overhang. That's on there good. Hell yeah! Let's go! That came out so wrong though. That was really funny. Tropius said he loves bananas, but only when they're mine. Anything that would look frail, though, like narrow points, those are tough. Like Jolteon's actually a really good example of something that would be easier to print at a large scale. Okay, so these need to come apart. Damn. This is a huge project. Fuck. My brother was like, oh, this shouldn't take long. My brother thought this was going to be a quick one. Vaporeon's actually not a bad one to print either. I've seen people print large-scale ones before. Got that energy drink. There's a lot of Pokemon that would actually be pretty simple to print. Oh no. There's another screw. Right here. That's an awful spot. You're fucking kidding me. Is that the right size? No, that's a 7 mil, 8 mil. Hey, there we go. Play Dead Rising? I've never played it. Do you know the Squirrel Squad? Squirtle? I could make a Squirtle with the sunglasses. This is gonna be a pain in the ball sack. I could definitely make some of those. There's just certain Pokemon that it's really difficult. It's not all. Honestly, there's a lot of really, really good Pokemon that you can choose. I'll have to get a list of ones that I think would be easier for you, if you would want. And I'll try to build one. Make it fucking gigantic. I have 8.8 pounds of 3D filament right now. Actually, it's close to 10 pounds of filament. Okay. Another different size, by the way. Mark that down as like 30. Come on. No. Is this the one that's in between? This one might be the in-between size. Oh, we got it. Thank you. I am just happy to be streaming. I was not going to do this because it makes me feel really uncomfortable. Because it's just like slow and a lot of it's just boring, kind of. But it's just something that I've been thinking about, wanting to start trying out. Okay. We got to... transfer this. Wait, do I need these? Are these longer? Yeah, these are slightly longer. Do 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 do. No. Rollers. I've also got to re-tension the stupid ass cable now. Gotta take that apart as well. Very cool. Yeah, I love them. Trying to figure this out. Okay. In this way. Yep. I only have 78 IQ. Wait, why did I put that back? I'm so dumb. It is. It's very fun. It's just I gotta get to the point where I can print again. It was just such a slow printer. It's one of those printers that's cheap. All of these add-ons, though, like if you don't count the price of the printer because I didn't buy it, it's what, like less than $150 for everything, including the Pi. It's not bad. And it's like a $75 to $100 printer, even if you purchase it. Because you can get them on Facebook Marketplace, because you can't get them new. They don't make them anymore. Um, we got to do the last one, don't we? Because we need access to this. Nope. How does that come out? That's in there. Maybe I don't need to take that one off. Fully? Right? There's no way to take that out. Unless I take the whole thing off. But I shouldn't have to do that. Let's see. It will need to come out. Oh shit. I can't do that exactly. What do you mean? You fucker. How does that come out? It's like an ASMR thing. I have to take this bracket off because that won't come out. Really? That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is gonna take an hour, my ass. I don't think he knew what he was talking about. It should be easy, he says. Yeah, right. None, 0% of this has been straightforward. No. And that one was stripped before I even got to it. You gotta be kidding me. No, the person that had it before me stripped it. Shit. Why? This gotta be the most difficult shit ever, of course. Ugh. I'm so over it. So over every part of this. All these unnecessary steps are just so stupid. Oh good, it wasn't even tight. Have I ever had an ice cold glass of Coca-Cola? I have. Quite a few. Thank you. I appreciate that. What to do though? What to do? If it was stripped already, what the fuck can I do? Oh, just the one was. That one's got a little bit left. Oh my god, there we go. Whoo! Epic. Epic. Yeah, he really stripped that one. Damn, that sucks. I can't even like tighten it down as much as it should be tightened. Because this is like you really got to keep these as tight as possible because It's really the foundation of it. That is not tight. If you an hour and a half down. And the track is good now. I'd say that's good. We need to now assemble the wheels. We'll assemble the simplest wheel first. Should be like that. Right? Yeah. Okay. Doesn't matter. The wheel's gotta face a certain way. It doesn't look like it. Hey. That's one. I'm just trying to start these first before getting to the other one. Actually, you know what? I might have to do this one. Yeah, I gotta... Damn it. I gotta do that one first. But that's how you do it. And which way? So it's on this side. Okay, so it goes washer, washer, wheel, it's tough to tell which way that is. Looks like that way. Ye- They're all the same size. Have you ever tried the food Spam? I have. It's not my favorite. Ay, 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 ay. on the track. What about if I flip it? Oops. The opposite way. That looks way worse. I wish it told me where this hex nut was supposed to go in this dimension. It doesn't even show it here, but it forced me to pull it apart. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Which way should I orient it? Trying to copy the opposite side, but it's not the exact same. So I need to have, obviously I have to have this on the inside, the solid washer, and then the wheel. Is there a different wheel? No, all these wheels are the same exact. So I have to because it's irregular. So I'm trying to figure out which way I have to orient it. It's the one that makes the Z-axis tension proper. Yeah, this is the Z-axis. This is probably one of the hardest upgrades that I've had to do. It's just mind-bogglingly difficult. The portion with the extended and probably gets recessed. So this way, right? It's tough to be able to like video it and also troubleshoot. because there's a freaking camera in my way. The problem is, this is straight. Look at how much that bows it in, this piece right here. If I have it like that, that's as, unless I have a ton of tension and then it bows it up top. It's like way out here if it's straight. So that makes no sense. That can't be the solution. There's not a different size washer in here either. They're all the same exact dimensions as this one. And these instructions are so bad that it doesn't even tell you. It actually doesn't even show this other side of it right here. It doesn't show the opposite side of it where I'm at. It only shows right here. It shows that exact piece right here. It doesn't show the opposite side right there. Which is really dumb. I'm trying to copy the opposite side, but it's just slightly different. Okay, it's flush with the screw, this one on the inside, this washer on the inside, wheel, and then this. It sits, it doesn't, yeah, neither side goes through. Trying to troubleshoot. But what is a red card? Thank you for the gift. What? YouTube introduced those, and I still don't really understand them. Yeah, it's way the fuck out there. And the issue here is also that, like, yes, I could screw it in technically, but because it's mounted right here, I can't move it away. It has to be here. And right there. It's this. Right here. That has to match this. But it doesn't recess in either way. And there's no washer. Flip what around? Flip this around? I had it like that. I just had it like that. Didn't do anything different. Not too well. I'm still stuck on this part. I'll flip it around again, but it's just not going to do anything different. See? That's flipped around. That's flipped around. It's not like it's flush. It's not going into that. It's not going in here. Look. It's this. It's the copy of this. It's the copy of that. I don't know why it's not the same, but it's just. I can't. I don't know. So hard to read. Also, this stuff. Yeah, because, like, say I try to force it, there's no forcing that. Is the plate upside down? This? Or this? No, it can't be upside down. It only goes one way. It goes up and down this way. You also have a reference point over here. Has to match up with these holes. How would it be flipped upside down? There's only one on this side. Can only go one way. See? Has to match up with these holes right here. How would it be able to even do that? There's only one hole on this side. And I don't want to take apart that whole side just to see. There's a pain in the balls to put it back together. Fucking A. This is awful. Also, it shows this mount, this part, up top. So it has to be that way. And I can't really watch a tutorial and also stream at the same time. That's the problem with something like this. When I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Ugh, come on, man. This is how it was already mounted. You're not supposed to take this off at all. Does not prompt you to do that at all. This is how shitty the instructions are. That's it. This is the tiny little bit. It's not in-depth instructions. It's just shows you a very, very rudimentary picture, and then you got to put together the rest. Wow, that's bad. It's like not even close to fitting. I regret even trying this one. It's a good upgrade. It's just, what the fuck, bro? There's just nothing I can do. Yeah, I don't think there's a going forward in this. Let me double check everywhere to make sure that there's not a piece I'm missing. Like, is there a different one of these? No, that's the exact size of that. What? Let me try loosening the other side up. Might as well try and see it. Wow, the other side is a different size screw. That's crazy. Man, they really fucked around and found out on this. And if you also look closely, it also shows the bolt on the outside of this. Like, I was contemplating flipping that around to see, because on the other side it's got a bolt going this way. I don't know if that means that the tensioning nub thing goes on the other side. Does this go on the inside now? Show from the top. I was just trying to copy this over here. And I also can't really take pictures. Do I put this on this side? Is it a mirror of that? Before it didn't have this piece. This piece. But it just does not show you in the pictures. There's just nothing that prompts it in the pictures. It doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't show this shit. This is literally the most important part. The part that actually goes on the x-axis. How dumb can it be? Should I switch it around and try it? That's counterintuitive. Why the fuck would anybody do that? That's not how it was before. I can't tell if that's closer or not. It's still not even. It's still bowing out. See how it's still bowing out? Like that? It's more flush, but it's not flush. Try not to show the background too much because it's kind of a hot mess. It's all 3D printer stuff. I tried to clear the area so I got a ton of 3D printer stuff and a couple other things because this is kind of the kitchen. I guess I'll try this way. It's just, it doesn't look right to me. I'll have to check a tutorial afterwards. I just can't exactly because I'm live. Fucking A. So annoying. Terrible instructions. They should really tell people they have to mirror it afterwards. If that is the solution. I'll loosen a bit. Do you think that could be the solution? It's a crazy ass solution. They're switching up the instruction, like the setup that much. They should really put that in the instructions. And the craziest part is this makes 1% difference. I'm doing all this for like a 1% enhancement. Maybe it's like 20. I put the wrong one in. Put it in the wrong hole. It is. It's mirrored. Why would they not put that in the manual? That's crazy. Yeah, I can't see the online manual version. I just have this shitty version. I'm sure the online one's more in depth, but I'm trying to going rogue, I guess. Whoops, forgot the other side. That's tough to maneuver. There we go. No. Ah. Next up, chroma key. What do you mean? Green screen? I'm not touching this thing. After I finish these next upgrades, I'm not touching this thing again. I'm just gonna upgrade in the future. This thing's not really worth much more tinkering. It's about at its ceiling once I get all this stuff done. Extruder red with 4 colors at the same time. I just don't know if it's worth spending more money. How much is it? If it's more than like $100, it's not really worth investing. Because this still wouldn't even be considered better than like a bait. Even that wouldn't be considered better than a base model P2S. You should see those things, dude. They're freaking insane. They are quite the machine. I was very impressed when I saw them yesterday at Micro Center. There's a few other ones that were really cool too. Not just the P2S. The K1 was or K2 was really cool. K2 Pro. It's just freaking expensive. $1,000. Damn near. But that's the natural evolution after this. This is about up to a $400 or $500 machine. Especially with Clipper. I don't know, man. What I saw yesterday was pretty impressive. Okay, what next? Power supply relocation. It's also just how much time are you willing to spend. If you like tinkering, it's fun to do stuff like this. Oh, this way. It's more fun than worth it. Is this the right size? These are just old. These are... Do you know how old these are? These are 12 years old. They're just not as good. You're making them... You're making them acceptable. Essentially. It's going to be a good printer. And it should be pretty reliable. Even though the extruder is going to be, at this point, the most consistent issue. Because the extruder has a lot of known issues. And also, if you look on Amazon, it is frequently returned. Even with fans, they burn up. They only recommend them up to 260, but on the box it says up to 300. and I'm sure people are pushing those numbers way too high. Also, the flow rate. People don't understand that there's a flow rate on these heads. The flow rate is not very high, so you got to make sure that you're paying attention to your settings. It's not a bad flow rate, but it's not high. Okay, so that's set. This is set. I can put this back on. I need to. Oh no, now I can't really lay it on its side as well. Because this is now here. Okay, now I need to put this on. This is the Z-axis catch. Yeah, but if you go with like a 0.6 nozzle, the thing is, it's just not going to have as high of quality on your prints. You sacrifice quality with a larger print head, but you can print quicker. Why are these mounted too far apart? These are mounted a little too far. Unless they're supposed to go up here. Oh, that might be a better mounting spot. That might be it, actually. Okay. Come on. Sorry, it's kind of hard to keep moving this. It's been a lot of extra hassle to try and record. I apologize if this is boring. It's just a lot of fiddling. The machining on these isn't the best either. Oh, you know what this actually came with? I didn't even notice this came with braces for both sides. It came with an extra brace. I didn't actually think that was going to be needed, but we can add another structural brace to this side because it comes with an extra. That's smart. That's going to move a lot less. Because these shimmy a lot. The towers. Also, Zach, I got Dead Space and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is $23 for the complete edition right now if you wanted it on Steam. Doesn't really demand the highest graphics card, but it is a demanding game. Okay. I don't know if it's something I'm gonna stream right now. People seem to really want Dead Space. Never played that one. I got a lot of yeses on that. There's a few games that I need to play before my next game that I'm making a video on, because I'm 4 videos behind. 4 videos behind. My next one after Zelda 2 is going to be progress is getting better. We got this mounted now. So it didn't say it in the instructions, but you had to mirror. So it didn't say it in the instructions. So this side has this hexagon patterned what do you call it, nut right here. And on this side, it was on this side before, and now I had to mirror it to this side. That was the only way it would fit. But it is what it is. It just should have said that in the instructions. We also got the power supply mounted. So I think the last thing to do is wire it. Which means opening up the motherboard. And before we open up the motherboard, we probably... I should back this off. It's not loose enough. Because I wanted to take the filament out. I could just snap the filament, but I should have removed the filament before anything. I just thought I was going to print some more stuff before moving to this part. Well, I was expecting to have to print my Pi case, but I just bought a case instead. Config before you test. I will. Well, I have to make the configuration first. Because I'm switching from an Ender motherboard. My whole configuration is for an Ender motherboard, and this is a Big Tree Tech motherboard. Big Tree Tech. It has quiet stepper motors on it, so that was one of the reasons that I did it. It's a much quieter board. Maybe I can switch this cable out as well today. So before I install the new cable, I probably should remove the motherboard first. Because where's the double? Okay, so this is the cable. That's like the cable, what do you call it? Wire maintenance. These things are a hot mess inside. Wish there was a little bit more space in these. I love Loud YTP. They're so funny. What is YTP? YouTube poop? fat fingered. I only put 2 screws in because I knew I was taking it back apart. I got the other 2 at my desk. Do those after. Just so I can disconnect this whole thing. Now I can let go. Can't really. It is shot to call them. I don't know what that means. So I should probably remove the board and then piece it together one by one. Let me... Oh, shit, I can't take a picture of it. I'm using my camera. Fuck. I don't have an extra phone or anything. Bro, also these dumbasses, I don't know why they did this, but they hot glued over half this board. I've been having to unglue parts of it. We're going off vibes here. I know it's to keep the wires together. There we go. It may die again because it's only at 2%. We'll see. It may die again. If it does, I'm gonna be done. But I gotta get this stupid ass hot glue off this. And be very careful because these are very delicate wires. Look at that hot glue. Why? Why is there hot glue? Look. Why is there hot glue? Please tell me that. That's ridiculous. I don't need it for anything else, but just gotta make sure. I was talking to nobody for a minute. Yeah. Big glob of hot glue on pins. Say I ever want to disassemble what I have because it's not working. Like that, I can't. Luckily, all of these cables are labeled. Or they're the only ones that you can plug in. T. Bro, it's freaking stupid. You should charge it. Yeah. This one I don't care about though. Like the board isn't that integral. They're at like $20 maybe. Even the upgraded one is $30. like it's cheap. Ah, why? So much glue, dude. They put it so it's extra weird because they put the glue inside the sockets as well while they were placing the cables. So some of them have like globs of glue inside them, and it's really hard to get out. X. Okay. Fan is left. Heat is right. Look, all of that is that huge glob, hot glue. Ridiculous. We're almost out though. Okay. I just gotta loosen these. Fan to the left. Red, black, red, black on whatever these are, the ones in the sheath. And then heat, red, black. Do I need to take out that? Okay. Heavier gauge wires are on the left-hand side. Okay. I wonder if I need to take out this fuse. Bro, I don't know why they would use hot glue at all. What is loose on it? That's loose. Okay. New motherboard time. So pretty. Oh my gosh, this is like 5 times heavier. What the heck? Perfect fit. Who wants to give me a hand? It'd be perfect if I had another set of, if I had one extra hand. not everything is straight on it. That's good. I don't know if I need any more than 3. There was only 3 on it to begin with. And then these other 2 screws were from the other thing. From the sheath. Oh, damn. This whole thing is different. Fan 1, fan 2. There's also only 4 inputs. What the hell? That's okay. Just vibing out with me is more than enough. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to wrap my head around the changes that it made. And it gives no schematics. Is it on the box or something? It's not labeled in the same way. And it's also a different layout, which is very concerning to me. Why would you not label everything? I thought it was going to be a plug and play. That's what it was labeled as. And there's no labels on the top part. So I don't know which one is which. My mic is muted? See, there's no label. Whereas this one has the labels clearly for it. That one does not. It has a few over here for fan, stop, and stuff like that. I don't know if you can hear me. Sorry, I have to have it slightly tilted to get the charging cable in. You can? Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I thought my headset was of all of a sudden glad I can hard your voice. My voice is very hard. Let's see if I may have to end here, to be honest. I'm starting to get a little confused. And yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. So I might have to watch a couple of tutorials on what I'm doing. I apologize. I'll update everybody on the progress we make, but I don't think I can go any further until I watch a tutorial because there's no instructions on the box. So I'll have to, yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. It's been fun. I hope the tinkering wasn't too bad. I will see you tomorrow with most likely Dead Space, whatever wins that community post. I wanted everybody to get a little involved with this next choice of game. I figured there was a couple of good options in there. Um, I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.